clicking.
Bro, I have a question. Bro, how did you start and how did you make money? Tate.
Yeah,
Up.
yeah, he's fucking.
No, he's good, man.
Yeah, how'd you become the richest man on the planet, trillionaire or some shit?
A trillionaire.
Yeah, how'd that happen?
So I was a kickboxer for a long time. I was fighting for money. There's not that much money in kickboxing, and then my first serious entrepreneurial. I mean, I ran lots of businesses, did this, did that.
Like what?
You can't. Everything, man. I had a normal job for a while when I was kickboxing, and I did some different things, and I did some things I shouldn't have done, and blah blah blah, and was in jail for a little while, and got out, and then I opened up a webcam company. I had girls sitting on the internet talking to men, and I ended up scaling that up to having 75 women working for me. That's how I first made millions of dollars.
Fucking porn website, fire.
Damn, what the fuck?
You don't know this story? This is like my most known story online. You don't know this?
You never told it to me.
It's a really long story, and I've told it very, very well on some other podcasts. But the short version of it was, I got in some debt to some dangerous men, and I needed money fast. And I was sitting in my room trying to work out a way to make money, because at the time I was only fighting, and I didn't have a fight coming up for a while, and I was researching how money works. Like, I was trying to understand how money works, where it comes from. This is where I learned about the Federal Reserve and fractional reserve banking and all these things. So, interesting point he made earlier about, you know, the matrix and its currency and how it's all a lie. I understand all that very well. But that really made me mad, because now I understand money's bullshit and I still don't have any. And I was really upset. And I was sitting there with a piece of paper trying to write down my assets and my liabilities, and, like, you know, trying to write down all the geek shit they tell you. And for assets, I wrote down that obviously, you know, I'm strong, but I'm already fighting. I'm brave, but I'm already fighting. Yeah. I had all these girlfriends, but I thought, well, I can't afford to open a strip club. I'm not going to put them out on the track. I'm not that kind of guy. They're my girls. And then I discovered by accident, when I was clicking around on these websites, I saw those things in the corner, you know, talk to live girls now. And I thought, well, my girls could do that. And long story short, I ended up with 75 women and 4 premises and making $1.4 million a month. And that's how it all started. That was about 10 years ago.
Wow. Holy
that's
shit.
The story. Yeah, I mean, there's an in-depth version of it, but that's the story. And people listen to that and they seem to think that for some reason I was exploitative, but it's absolutely the opposite. I'm a feminist, bro. I empower women to make as much money as they want to make, and I help them do it. I'm here, and
as long as it's for you, right?
It's
for them.
Pimp. He's a pimp.
No.
So look, X. This is what I wanted to actually ask the question, because I know it was a question that you had. Hold on, Andrew. The one of the takes that you made on my stream about that you should take 100% of, you know, your girls' OnlyFans. I know, X, you felt some type of way about that.
Yeah,
Andrew,
I mean, they said that you were joking 100%, and you weren't joking. So I assumed that you were joking, but I still hold this take that you weren't.
Well, it depends, right? So if it's a girl who were to come to me and say, Andrew, I would like you to help me make money on OnlyFans, and they would come to me for my marketing expertise, then of course it would be a fair deviation. I make 20%, 30%, whatever. That's different. But if it's my girlfriend, my long-term partner, and we're going to be together forever, and she decides to go down that particular career path, I think I should have a much larger stake, because she is my girl, and she is now giving away some of the most private and intimate parts of her body to the internet. Those parts of her body belong to me effectively, because she's my woman. That's the whole point of being with somebody. So to pretend she's going to do that and make a bunch of money and give me nothing I find that disrespectful. I would sooner tell her, look, you're not doing OnlyFans, and she would obviously listen.
So I called it then that you weren't actually joking. It was an actual true statement, right?
Yeah, if I had a serious long-term girlfriend, and me and her are together and we're going to be together forever, and she says, I'm desperate to do OnlyFans, I say, you don't need to, we're rich. She goes, no, I really, really want to. I say, okay, the money's mine then.
Okay, then we can dismantle these statements into one at a, like, small rocks. We can approach them one at a time, right? Because there's a lot of that, respectfully, okay? I think there's a lot of parts of that are garbage, right? But I don't want to say something at the whole rock, and we have to do small rock pebble at a time, you know, right? So, cool. Also, this motherfucker can laugh over here. You see it next to me? Los Polos. He's laughing, but he said you were trolling, so you were joking 100%. Right? He's only a stomach now, because maybe he's gonna be right. But he said you were wrong 100% about this, and so wrong that you were joking. So I don't know why he's holding his tongue right now.
Wait, what did I do?
I'm just saying.
It's a very particular scenario, right? You have to understand that the scenario in which I would take 100% is a very, very particular one. In general, when I had my business, And I know you're saying that they only made money for me. They made money for themselves. I turned girls. I would actually sit here and say, as the biggest misogynist on this panel, I've turned more girls into multimillionaires than any of you. I've made girls multi-millionaires. This is 10 years ago at the beginning of all this shit, before OnlyFans, when webcamming was new. I took girls from Starbucks and made them millions and millions and millions of dollars and paid them fairly, never missed a single paycheck.
Okay.
I'm as feminist as you can get. Now, yeah, I got...
Like I said, I don't, okay, no disrespect once again, okay? I just feel like this is like the type of argument that goes like, I have 3 friends that are black when making certain comments or whatever the fuck. So I don't, unfortunately, don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me.
I don't get mad at you.
Okay. Well, respectfully, I think that is genuinely the same vibe, energy comment, right? Oh, I can't be against women because I helped 4 or 5 of them. Oh, I'm not against women because I made a couple of them millionaire or whatever the fuck, right?
It's not about being against women. I'm saying that the whole was a net positive for both me and the females. So you misunderstood my point. You think I'm making a different point, and that's why you've come to that conclusion. The point I'm making is that everybody who worked for me won. The only person who lost was the guy sending his money away online. That's fine. But for everyone who was associated with me, it wasn't exploitative because you made it sound like I only did it for me. No, the women who worked for me also made millions of dollars. Everybody who was associated with me won. Everyone won. All of them.
Yeah, for business activities or whatever. Yeah, that's fine. I wasn't talking about that at all.